All right, welcome back to the lunch table quarantine edition. My guy Phay,
Yes, sir.
where we
Back at
working,
it.
man.
Back,
Decatur.
back at it, bro.
It was crazy because our pre-discussion before this is that I guess quarantine is affecting Georgia a lot differently than it is California. Because then you guys already have your non-essential businesses open.
Yeah. I mean, people are going to get their cuts. People are going to get their hair done, their nails done. I mean, I don't know who they're trying to look good for because, like, you know what I'm saying? But I
Shit.
guess,
You ain't had your cut in like a month, huh?
bro, two. I'm going on. It has to be at least 60, 70 days, man. And I'm just not giving in. Like, my barber hit me up. He's Dominican. He doesn't speak a lick of English.
Ooh.
I mean, he was just like, yo, basically, I had to translate. He was basically like, yo, I could come to the crib. I'm doing house calls. I was like, nah, you straight, man.
So then how long before you're actually gonna start like going out and doing regular shit?
Man, regular shit, I don't know, man. Like, I have a responsibility. If it was just about me, like, I'd be outside right now, like, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever. But I have a responsibility. I come home to my wife every day. And then I have little nephews at home, you know what I'm saying, at my parents' house. So
Mhm.
like I don't want, and then my mom is a little, not super
Yeah.
old, but my mom and dad are older. They're 50 plus. So like I don't know, man. And I'm just trying to maintain that social distance, bro, because I know people who have gotten it. You know what I'm saying? Of course they recovered, but we all gotta act like we have it.
I hear you on that, bro. So I mean, you're not even doing like the mountain climbs that you usually be doing.
Can't do it. It's actually Ramadan right now. So like I'm fasting.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
Yeah, man. This is day 8. Yeah, the 8th day. So can't eat or drink anything from sunset to sunrise to sunset.
Oh shit. So you're currently fasting like at this moment.
At this moment, yeah, man. I got about 2 hours to go today.
Can you help that for me? Like what like culturally what is Ramadan?
Well, religiously, Ramadan is basically a month of devotion to God. It's like it's we believe it's the month where the Quran was revealed,
Hmm.
and basically the devil is locked up during this time. So like you have to be steadfast and fasting and prayer, and it's just a time to kind of reset and just remember God, if that makes sense.
Got you. So
You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying?
are you doing like prayers at night? Like aside.
Yeah, I mean Muslims pray 5 times a day.
Okay.
Anyway, and I've been doing that, but like there's like special prayers for Ramadan at night, but clearly due to coronavirus, it's so crazy because there's like you gotta understand there's 2 billion Muslims, around 2 billion Muslims in the world, and it has literally halted just religious ceremonies in general. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Even with Christianity and Easter and church Sundays, and I can't go pray on Friday. I can't go to the mosque. I can't go to service because they're closed.
mhm.
Um, you go to Mecca in Saudi Arabia where there's a million people doing their pilgrimage every year. It's closed.
So I got to ask you how, like, from your perspective, how is that the fact that this virus is kind of, killing off like your Muslim traditions of like, going to mosque and all of that? Like, how is that personally affecting you?
Man, I'm be honest with you, bro. I feel like it's just another test. Ramadan is just one big test. You know what I'm saying? Like it lets you feel with people who don't have. You know what I'm saying? People who don't have food or water. People are starving to death in parts of Africa and Yemen and places like that. Um, you know, 15 hours in the grand scheme of things, sun up, sundown, 15, 16 hours, uh, isn't isn't crazy. It's tough. Don't get it wrong, but you can't drink anything either. That's what makes it hard. But just being in the crib, and there's a big sense of community during Ramadan,
Hmm.
and you don't get that this Ramadan. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to, because like when you break fast, you usually invite people over, your friends, your family. You're going out to pray with folks. At night. You're not getting that. You're in complete isolation, and then you're fasting during the day, so you're kind of isolated with your thoughts. Because when you're hungry, that's when your mind starts to wander. You know what I'm saying? So
I hear you, man. Yeah, because I guess that sense of community, like, you can't just call the homies to come over while all of you are fasting, which, essentially could kind of distract you from like the hunger that's going on in your stomach.
Yeah. I mean, you want to stay busy, man. You kind of just want to do the same thing that you were doing before Ramadan, but like in this time, you just can't really go anywhere. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's why I kind of picked up the DoorDash. Thank God, like, I haven't been super affected by the financial aspect of COVID because, I'm an artist. We have intellectual property, but I was like, yo, let me see what this DoorDash thing is hitting on. Did it
Yeah.
for 2 days, and I was like, yo, this shit is whack.
This shit's booty, bro.
I was like, whoa. I mean, but not knocking anybody who doesn't. I'm being honest with
Yeah.
you. The money was kind of decent. It was just it was just tedious. You know what I'm saying? Going into
It is.
restaurants, coming in, coming out, delivering. But not knocking anybody who doesn't, man. These are great ways to kind of supplement your income.
Of course, man, you got to during these times.
Yeah.
So like a lot of rappers nowadays, they'll get into the drugs, the drinking, and all that. But I guess like during Ramadan, you're especially forced to not fast, not drink, not do any of the bad shit. Do you feel like
Yeah.
that does any like positivity for when you start recording and when you do your music?
So I don't drink in general. It's just, me personally. But yeah, you're not supposed to drink, smoke while you're fasting or have sex while you're fasting. So it's kind of like anything
All
that's fun.
around, bro.
You can't do anything fun. Like from a realistic perspective, like, and I always tell my friends because everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so excited that Ramadan's coming up," and it's a beautiful time. Don't get me wrong, but it's a tough time. It's like you're essentially starving, man. You're hungry, bro, and literally all the temptations that are out there. You don't realize how many things. Like, what do you do with the homies? Like, hey, man, let's go watch a movie and grab a bite. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, homies go around. Let's get together and drink, or let's get together and smoke hookah, or let's get together. Everything that I do for basically fun or leisure is just like you can't do it during
So how does
Ramadan.
that affect your music?
And I don't really record music during Ramadan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So um I feel like it's a really good 30-day break just from the
Mm.
kind of how COVID came through, Corona came through and gave everybody had to sit their ass down, just like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It was out of their hands. They had to sit down. I feel like Ramadan is just, it refreshes, you know what I'm saying? It kind of, it gives you that remembrance, you know what I'm saying? And you're grateful because when you come out of it, you're grateful for being able to eat during the day, just little stuff like that.
Mm.
So it's just, you know, God willing, if we come out of this, you know what I'm saying? When we come out of this, like, it's just, everything is just gonna, you just get more clarity, if that makes sense. Have you ever fasted before?
I mean, I fasted for like a day, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Like in a lot of monotheistic religions, or not even just religions in general, like you got Lent, you got, with Judaism, you got, what was it, Yom Kippur, I
Mhm.
think. They fast for like 25 hours or something like that. Um, but it's just I don't know. It cleanses you, but it's tough, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think you're gonna make me want to fast at least like once a week or something, bro. Just
Once
just to
a week.
get the idea of it, because I think what you were saying was that like when you suppress, I guess when you starve out music for Ramadan, it makes you appreciate it that much more
Oh
afterward.
yeah. Oh yeah, bro. I come back to the music and like I try to get as much done because I have a whole project that I'm like sitting on right now and just trying to
Sure.
keep
Shout out
it.
to your Instagram because you wanted to low key leak that album cover.
Yeah, man. And yeah, it's low key, man. I mean, I'll give you the details and stuff on it, but like it's one of my best ideas and I like artistically,
I hear you.
from like a visual standpoint, and I just want to execute it right.
Well, let me ask you a couple of questions about the album though. So first off, like, Musa '03, literally one of my favorite projects that dropped last year, bro. Like I mean, let me just say, like, I think I've told you this before, Peace, your first song, Peace, is literally your whole sound just revolves around that and you just keep on evolving it, evolving it, evolving it. And then Musa '03 is literally the epitome of, I think, the sound of Peace that you got all the way back.
That's
And you
that's
keep on making it better, bro.
that's so awesome, bro. Cause yeah, peace is one of those things where like the minimalism, that charm really catches your ear. And
Mhm.
now there's just, I feel like I just try to add more layers and more layers. Not that more is always better, but I just want to, kind of tweak things here and there so that I'm not making the same song over and over and over again,
I hear you. But your project Musa '03 is definitely one of those that it just has like the cohesive sound all the way through. Great storytelling. I think you were telling me before too that every single song pertains to, your group of friends that you grew up with, and those are
Yeah,
some of the people who are also on the album cover.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, it tells like, when you're in sixth or seventh grade, everybody's kind of on that same trajectory. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what you're gonna do with your life. You haven't gone to college yet. You haven't kind of honed in on your skills yet. Whether you're a ball player or whether you're like really good at math or really good at, so it's kind of like just seeing where everybody went. You know what I'm saying? From sixth, seventh grade to where we are now. Some of my homies have kids, full families. Some of my homies are locked up. Some of them, unfortunately, are dead.
Mhm.
It's just crazy because like when you're in sixth or seventh grade, which it seems like a long time ago, but like it seems it's like what 15, 16 years
Yeah,
ago,
just about, man. 15,
right?
16 years. Yeah.
But it seems like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what
Cause
I'm
like, you
saying?
know what I mean? This is why I'm so close to my homies from even like freshman year of high school, because it's like you just build all those memories there and we're all kind of on the same path together. And it's crazy because, I could look at my homies from back home and be like, yo, like we're all doing such different shit now that like it's not anything that you can anticipate when you're all together, like all the way back then.
Yeah, and nobody, and I would never look at anybody's path as the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people choose the path that's right for them, or they kind of just fell into that path. Because it's cool to be a musician. Like I think a lot of people they'll be like, "Oh man, he's pursuing the music, like he's doing it." But I feel like it was just the right path for me. I don't think it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's people who, my age who have 3 kids now and a wife, and that was the path for them, and they wouldn't have done it any other way.
Mm.
Would I have done that? Hell no, dog. 3 kids at 29, I could not do that. But more
Yeah.
power to them. And and there's some people who unfortunately took paths that for underlying reasons or certain reasons they had to turn to the streets to whether it be feed their family or feed their moms or saying they're in love with fast money. Like there are some people who took that route and they felt like it was the best route for them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know death is death is inevitable, but when looking back and just seeing people I went to school with and passing away, and we're 28, 27, 28,
Mm-hmm.
um and I have homies who died at 23, 22. It's just kind of like you look back and it's like, damn, did it have to go down that way?
I hear you, because you talk a lot about that. Your homies dying and whatnot on both Masego and Badu.
Yeah.
So, how do you see like death around like your inner circle? Like, how do you perceive that, and how do you take that information and process it?
Like I said, I think it's inevitable. I think everybody's story is kind of written for them. I feel like there's certain things you could do to kind of change your path and stuff like that. But you know, it's sad whenever one of your homies dies and you don't have to ask why. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like
Damn.
it's just like certain people have friends who have problems with addiction, and certain people have friends who have problems with firearms, and just they have a knack for violence.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these friends, if they have a knack for violence, and it's like, yo, rest in peace, so and so, and you're scrolling down the timeline, you're like, oh, he probably got shot.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, bro. I
And
hear
that's sad, and that's sad when you could be like, well, he was going down that path.
you. Mm.
So like, what I'm saying? It ends that way. But I try to put their stories in song form, but not in a super depressing manner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love to include that those melodic sequences and the chords and stuff like that, and the bounciness of the records, um, just to keep people's attention.
Yeah, because
Because you don't want to just tell the story like my homie died, but it's kind of depressing. But Masego has like this bounce to it where at the end, then you realize, oh shit, this is homie who like literally caught he got a 25-year sentence because of a road rage incident.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Literally off of something as minuscule as somebody cutting you off in traffic and you going back to the house and putting 12, 15 rounds into the house because
Yeah.
someone cut you off. Like that. And those are underlying issues, man. It wasn't just because there was a buildup to that, of course. It wasn't just somebody cutting you off. It's just a whole bunch of shit that kind of piled up on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the straw that broke the camel's back. But
well, that's why I think people fuck with Masego the most, because it's like they get so tricked in the beginning once they hear the PB&J Otter sample.
yeah,
Then once you get to the end with the reporters like informing.
that was the real reporter.
Really?
That was the actual reporter from W Channel 2 News in Atlanta. That was his actual case.
That's crazy, bro. See, I mean, little things like that make me appreciate that song that much more. You know what I mean? It's like a mix of childhood and you also mixing like reality to it. I think that's why people gravitate toward that the most.
Yeah, that's what happened when I saw his story and I saw his picture on there. He's a grown man, but I saw him as that 12-year-old kid that I was in 7th grade with when we were playing ball in recess and we were just innocent. That's why I try to culminate those two things. And I'm so glad you said that. You're like, yo, it reminds me of like, it's nostalgic. It reminds me of childhood, but the theme is the theme is vicious, man. It's like, so, but yeah, when I saw his picture on TV, I was just like, yo, that's the 12-year-old kid that I know.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane. Rest in peace to your homie, by the way.
Oh, he didn't pass away. That one.
Oh, he didn't pass away. Oh.
That one particularly, he didn't pass away. He's just
okay.
in jail. He's just in jail for the rest of his life off of some dumb shit, man. Well,
I hear you. Did Masego ever tap in with the remix?
Which one?
For the Masego remix?
He did. I had so many connects to Masego, and I thought it was gonna happen, bro. And who knows? It might still happen. But I had so many people just like, yo, I know Masego's people. And I actually got in touch with Masego's manager.
Mm.
And Masego's manager hit me up and was like, yo, you dope, man. The song is dope. Like, not even on the Masego feature. What you talking about? Like, he was trying to see what else.
Okay. Like, what else you got?
Yeah, he was just like, yo, not even on a feature. Like, I'm interested. What's up? Like, tell me about you. And I was like, oh, shit, this might be a bit bigger than a Masego feature. I could be on like, the same team, you know what I'm saying? More or less. But then the COVID shit happened and I haven't heard back from anybody.
Man, this fucking COVID shit, bro. Come on, man.
There was just so many things that were bubbling and it was just like, I mean, but you can't get mad because it's all timing, bro, right? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen regardless. If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. But I had so many things lined up, and I have so many, friends like Kalechi and stuff like that had so many things lined up, and there was a lot of money lost. But we have our health right now, and that's the most important thing. So,
what do you mean there was a lot of money lost, like performances, all that?
Yeah, performances and just different opportunities. Like especially with Kalechi, he's big on performing and stuff. He had a lot of shows at South by Southwest. You know what I'm saying? And he lost out on a lot of money, and these are shows that not just him, but a lot of indie artists are banking on to, keep their rent paid for the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like this is forcing artists to be way more innovative in how they market themselves.
And a lot more creative too. I've been like bugging because I'm seeing people dropping music, then it's like challenge this, challenge that, TikTok here, TikTok that, and it's like, I will say this to you every single day, every time you post a new, like, 3 million streams, 4 million streams, 5, 6, 7, and, I commend you for that, bro, but it's like how come you decided not to fall into, like, the whole challenge realm of things?
Bro, and that's what I tell everybody, because everybody's been hitting me up. You need to capitalize, man. You got to make a TikTok. I am pushing 30 years old, my friend. I, I am pushing 30, dog,
Yeah.
and I cannot look, and I have to look at myself every day in the mirror. I can't, and I'm not knocking anybody who does that, because some people, that's their personality. Some people are gifted with dancing. Some people are gifted with just making TikToks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, bro, and I've never tried, and I just know I wouldn't be. I'd just be like, who's this old ass man? Who's this uncle right here doing? I'm pushing 30, man, and I know it's not super old, but I wouldn't be able to live it down, you know what I'm saying, watching myself trying to do some dance to my music. You know what I'm saying? And just it's about the music for me, bro. Like, and it's always been about the music for me. I don't think I try not to have any gimmicks to be where it's like, yo, listen to me, yo, that guy's crazy. He got a tat like in the middle of his eye. Like, I try to make it not about gimmicks. I try to make it solely about the music. And I don't know. I just feel like doing that TikTok thing is just, it's not as creative
as people think.
As I'd want it to be. And who did it at the highest level? I mean, Drake did the Tootsie Slide, and
then after that, it just crashed.
It's never gonna be bigger than that.
Yeah.
It's never gonna be bigger than Tootsie Slide. So just, you know what I'm saying? But TikTok is a really good way for artists to break now. Mm-hmm. Same with like Twitch. You know what I'm saying? These gamers playing records behind their gameplay and stuff like that. I think that's a more organic way I would love to get, some NBA 2K gamers on Twitch just playing my stuff in the background. That'd be amazing. Or even young TikTokers who naturally gravitate to a record like Sunshine or Masego, and they make a dance to it and it kind of pops. But I can't be the one to facilitate that, bro, because I'm damn near 30 years old. I don't know how many, like, that's the only thing I can think of. I'm 30, man, and like I have nephews, and my nephews kind of are in tune with like what I do and stuff like that. And I just feel like I can't get in front of a camera and dance, dog. I can't, because I'm not good at dancing.
Yeah. I guess at that point you're kind of just like utilizing what you can actually do. But like, I gotta ask you then, like, what from your perspective, what has been like the secret to your success? Because as like up and coming artists, even getting to like 1 million streams is a fucking journey.
Yeah, for artists like that. But you realize like there's levels to all of this. And I mean, as indie, I'd like to say that I've seen some success, and I'm very thankful for it. But I think it's just been about the music, man. I think it's been about the music and the art direction. Like, those are the two things that I put all my effort into, is make sure the music is quality music, quality producers, quality songwriting. You know what I'm saying? I try to push the envelope with every single song that I do or every single project that I do. That's why you've seen the eras and stuff. Like, just I try to put those eras out there for people to just understand. Mama doesn't sound like Ian Phay. Ian Phay doesn't sound like Musa 03. Mm-hmm. Even though there's a cohesion to them, they don't sound alike. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at this point, man, I really just focus on the artwork, the visual representation, and the audio representation. Mm-hmm. I want to make eye candy and ear candy, and that's it, bro. Like, that's it.
I love it.
That's it, man. Like, I want you to listen. I don't care. And I think my music is bigger than me, and I'm thankful for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm really thankful for that, because
that's the Masego guy.
Yeah, or yeah. If people are saying that, or people are just playing records like on, you know what I'm saying? Like, who was it, man? Oh man, it was this boy band that was just playing Sunshine. And oh my
God.
5 Sauce? Who was it?
5 Sauce?
What was it? No, 5 Seconds of Summer?
I don't know, bro. I'm boy bands.
And okay, Angie was on tour with another boy band.
Yeah, they were on tour. She was on tour with 5 Seconds of
It
Summer.
was 5 Seconds of Summer, but there was a boy band that before them. I think it was like, damn, bro, I forgot it. It was like, I forgot who it was, but it was a boy band. And she was just like, she texted me one day randomly at 3 a.m. She was like, oh my God, Phay, I'm on this, you know what I'm saying? I'm on this tour bus and they out here playing Sunshine.
That's crazy.
And it's just like these, you know what I'm saying, 14, 15-year-old kids who are a boy band who are selling out 4,000 or 5,000 cap venues a night. And they don't know who the fuck I am, bro. But they're listening to the record.
Have the record.
And that's enough for me, bro.
Yeah.
That's really enough for me. So there are situations where people are like, yo, you ever heard of this record? You ever heard of this record? And I happen to be the guy who raps or sings it.
Mm.
And if you look at my Spotify, I mean, if you're looking at the streams and the monthly listeners, we're looking at, you know, I range from on average, anywhere from 75 to 150,000 monthly listeners.
Crazy.
But you look at my Instagram and there's 17,000 followers. Yeah. So that lets you know that the music is bigger, and I would not want it any other way, bro. I will literally, if my Instagram becomes more popping than my Spotify, I quit.
Yeah, because I've seen plenty of times when there's somebody who has like 500K, 750K, and then their music doesn't translate. They have like 100 monthly listeners on Spotify. It's like, bruh, I don't think there's any amount of clout that can help your music if your music is not good.
You can't convert 1% of your followers to listen to your music? That's 500,000. What's 1% of 500,000? It's 5,000?
Yeah.
5,000 monthly listeners. 1%, bro. But I mean, yeah, man, I'd be damned, bro. I'd be damned if I had 500,000 Instagram followers and I couldn't sell 100 pieces of merch, because this is what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People are on Instagram, and you know what I'm saying? It's quick. You know what I'm saying? It's quick content. It burns out fast.
Yeah, with the quick content, it's kind of just going in and out. That's why with these challenges and whatnot, it's just like, yeah, you're gonna get that hook for like 5-10 seconds, but you're not really gonna pay attention to the song or really invest your time in the artist.
Yeah, where's this artist from? What does he believe? Where did he grow up? You know what I'm saying? You don't get in depth. So everything is just so quick, in and out. And I feel like if I get on TikTok, and it could be a bust. What if I got on TikTok and try to do the little floss on one of my songs, and it has fucking
Well, your helmet's gonna be on your head, bro.
It has 40 plays on it. Like, who'd I do that for?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I could understand if you're sitting here acting a fool in front of hundreds of thousands of people and you get in the hits, but I don't think that'd be the case for me, bro. And I don't want to go out like that.
Mm-hmm. Have you had any like labels reach out to you because of how well the music's going?
Yeah. I always get label talks are so tedious, man. I've had big name labels, whether it be they hit me up to, hey man, we really love what you did with this record. Do you want to songwrite for so and so? I tried it out for a little bit, but it was so picky. Like every time you like. My process to make music it's subconscious. I don't think about it. I go in and do what I do, what feels good, and I get out. Mm-hmm. Theirs is they have a formula for a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. I've been in situations where I've seen both artists and producers just go off the formula, and I'm over here just like,
This isn't music, it's math.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, okay, so, you know what I'm saying, you sing it in this key, and you use this word, and if we use this, you know what I'm saying, BPM, and it's just like, yo, this is way too,
it's too calculated.
Yeah, this is way too calculated for me. This isn't music at this point. And I understand it's a business and stuff like that, but I'm doing stuff that I like, and people, they'll be like, yo, this is amazing, the melodies are great, but if you change, and then they send you a list of like fucking 48 things. By the time you try to change 12 of them, it's just a whole different song. And I'm just like, you know what? So yeah, man, I've had labels hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Even distribution companies with advances and stuff like that. Just real lowball, like, you know, yeah, just real. You could tell when someone believes in you because they believe in you. And then you could tell when somebody's just like, oh, we'll get this money back, we'll recoup this money, and maybe a little bit off top. And that's usually most of the offers that have been given to me. Like, he's good enough to recoup the money, and then we could probably own 5% of his catalog for life, and then move on to the next guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I guess from what you're saying is that you want someone to like fully believe.
I want someone to be like, yo, I put up $500,000 right now. What's up? Like, you know, I mean, me personally, I believe my catalog is worth more than $500,000, but you know,
Can I vouch for that too?
You know what I'm saying? It just takes people to see that, man. It takes time, man. And I've been patient through the whole thing. Like it's literally, a lot of people jump in situations because they're desperate, bro. I don't need to do this. I do music because I love it. This is my favorite job in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I've gotten to a point where I could sustain myself and my wife and in a house and live fairly comfortably. Like anything after this is
extra
icing on the cake, bro. Yeah. If somebody wants to come to me, it's just like, hey man, you trying to get super rich? I'll be like, shit, yeah. I mean, yeah, but I'm not gonna sit there and beg for it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, please, man, please. Like, I just won't. And I think that's been an issue of mine because I mean, I want to do it. Of course, people want to get wealth, right? They want to attain wealth, whether it be for their families or for themselves or whatever. That's what we're here for. You're Filipino American. I'm Palestinian American. Our parents came here with very similar dreams, bro. Let's, we want better for ourselves, for our kids. Cool.
Yeah.
Right? But when it comes to a point where people are trying to get you to do shit that you don't want to do, that's where that desperation comes in. When people are like, hey man, just, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, just hop on TikTok really quick.
Hey man, hop on. Hey, put this dress on real quick, man. Hey man, sit on this dildo real quick in public, bro. It ain't nothing, man. I'm telling you, it's funny, it's hilarious. I can't do shit like that, dog. I can't do shit like that. And that's just me. Like, but I've seen desperation to the point where people, these are real conversations. People will be like, I'd never do that. I'd never do that. I'd never do that. And then they come to a crossroads and they're doing that. Do the thing that they said they would never do. And you can't knock them because you don't know their family situations and stuff like that. You know, maybe they were really desperate, but that's what I feel like the industry, they prey on that.
They prey on artist desperation.
Yeah, they prey on them. Like, yo, this dude got a good hit, a good single. Let's give him a one record deal, but let's lowball the shit out of him and then make, 6,000%. And then just, you know what I'm saying, throw him away after that. Because that's what happens. And because the artist is desperate, they're quick to be like, of course. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But yeah, I mean, and then I have beliefs. I'm not the easiest artist to work with, man. Like, I just religiously, I can't work with any alcohol brands and stuff like that, or like, alcohol brands or brands that promote, alcohol or just certain things because of my religious beliefs. So there's been times where I had to literally, like Budweiser approached me to do an Atlanta interview, man, with what's his name's guy, Gary V's guy. Wow. What was his name? Gary V's guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he hit me up and was like, yo, like, we think you'd be a great fit for Budweiser and stuff. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, bro, like, I can't, like, just religiously, like, I really appreciate the offer, but religiously, I can't endorse alcohol. And he respected it, man. Mike Boyd, that's who he is, Mike Boyd. So shout out to him. But yeah, man, I mean, I respect him for that. There was a Red Bull event that was partnered with an alcoholic drink that literally they told me kind of like last second. I was just, I can't do it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like to some people it might be like, oh, he's hindering his own success. You know,
he's not selling your soul.
And I don't even see it as selling my soul. It's just something that I believe in, bro. Because once you start pushing that shit back, what else are you willing to do? If you're like, oh, well, it's just, it's just alcohol. And then it starts becoming deeper. When they start telling you to do shit, well, I already I already compromised these beliefs, so might as well compromise. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to lose yourself in the whole shit. But I do understand when people are like, yo, that's kind of a hindrance to yourself. When these big corporations hit you up, you should be jumping on the opportunity. It's just like, well, if it doesn't align with my beliefs or my brand, I'm not gonna take it, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like a social justice warrior or I'm a warrior, stand for anything, or stand for something, or fall for anything type guy. But
you just sound like somebody who is like so gung-ho over your beliefs. And I mean, like, you know, I remember talking to you way back when, like, you were so proud to be Muslim. You were so proud to be Palestinian. And I've not felt that much pride in somebody for, you know, from your culture. So the fact that even when it comes to like the bigger move, as if Budweiser's hitting you up or other alcoholic brands are hitting you up, and you're just like, no, it doesn't align with my beliefs. Like that is probably the strongest move somebody on earth can do, not compromise their beliefs.
yeah, but to me, and that's what people say, yo, that's noble of you. But to me, that's a reflex, bro. Like it's essentially for me because it has to weigh on my conscience at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why they're saying a lot of people have problems with like sleep and getting rest and anxieties because they're not at peace with themselves, bro.
Mm.
And you need peace to sleep. I literally read that the other day. It was just like a lot of people have problems with sleep because sleep requires peace.
They're not truly at peace.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's crazy.
Yeah, and you can't buy peace of mind, bro. I mean, well, the Budweiser look would have been great. Could it have been, you know, my big breakthrough? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? But it would have been a good look. Probably got, you know, some good bread off of it, and then kept it moving. But I mean, there's been you know, 4 to 5 big opportunities where I couldn't do it due to my, you know, religious beliefs.
Well, thank you for your reflexes, man. That's one hell of a thing to have. So I'm assuming that the new album, no label attached to it, it's strictly Mama, strictly indie.
Nah, man. Sony came through and they bought out my whole catalog. I was kidding. about that, yeah. Sony bought me, man, for a little of for cheap. I'm just kidding, but nah. Of course, solely Mama. It actually says a Mama production on the back. And yeah, man. It's the best thing to do shit indie, bro. Like you don't have to get any clearances. I mean, clearly if the song gets big enough and you got a sample on it, you will get sued. That's just one of those things that you're gonna have to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Did you clear everything from Musa?
No comments.
Got you.
We could talk about that when it gets to that. You know what I'm saying? Say Masego blows up, man. And I'm not saying that I didn't clear Masego, but say Masego blows up to the point where, you know what I'm saying, hits the billboard. Mm-hmm. And then who is it? Disney? PB&J Otter? Disney hits me up and was like, hey, bro, where our cut at? I'm just gonna be like, shit.
You need that piece.
Take what you want from it. That's what Sting did with Juice WRLD. Rest in peace. To Juice WRLD. But Sting, on his record, I don't know if you heard about that. He basically
just let the song blow up. Yeah.
But yeah, the Lucid Dreams blew the hell up. He waited for it, and he was just like, "Yo, I own 99% of your royalties now, off that record."
Crazy. I mean, it got Juice to where you know, his stardom and whatnot.
But that was worth it to me. So say one of these records, say Masego blows up, or a record with big record with a sample in it. Scrubs, say Scrubs blows up. You know, got a TLC sample in it, and TLC comes to me or whoever owns the rights to that, and it's just like, hey, yo,
we need
all that money you made off of it. We need 99%. I'll be like, cool, because that's worth it. Because you gonna, you know, that money that they're taking, that's your breakthrough.
Yeah.
So every other record after that, people are tuning in.
Because it also means that people are paying attention more.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I mean? People are giving you the light of day of saying like, yo, this song is so big that we're gonna need that cut now.
Yeah. And that's cool. Like, that's how you know that you essentially made a hit record. Mm-hmm. Whenever you got people hitting you up from the label being like, hey man, we gonna need our cut because the song is so big.
I hear you.
Ain't nobody coming after a song with a couple 100,000 streams. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless you're stupid.
Yeah.
What you want? What you want? $200? Like,
yeah, exactly, bro. What the fuck you gonna do with that? Like,
what you want? Cool.
that'll last you a couple days in quarantine, bro. Just a couple.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it's mama 100%, bro. Like, and I feel like it'll always be.
What's the you have a name for the album yet? The new one?
It's called Bake Sale.
Bake Sale? Okay, why Bake Sale?
It's basically I try to always like transcend the art, my art direction.
Okay.
And basically I got my art director Dwayne to draw a cookie of me. And I have a homegirl who I went to middle school with who's like a professional baker. She's amazing. So she actually baked these cookies, and all my artwork is gonna be like baked cookies on like, and the font's gonna be in icing, and it's gonna be actually taken in like in a studio. So like all my artwork is gonna be actual like pastry pieces.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I want to say after we get off the phone, I'm gonna send you some like drafts of what she made.
For
But
sure.
like, yeah, there's like straight up cookies. So every single is gonna have a cookie associated with it, and they'll be available to the public too, so you could buy them and shit like that.
What's the direction of Bake Sale?
It's just, you know how people be like, yo, we baking and stuff like that, we cooking this shit up. Like, it's just like, it's what happens when you put a whole bunch of ingredients into this one project.
Mm.
And this project is more there's more features on this project.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's basically when you take all these different. I brought back Eric Young for like 4 records.
Love like, bro. I don't even know what he looks like, but when we all get together and do shit, I'm like, this is amazing.
I forgot what he looks like too, man. But yeah, I brought him back for like 4 records, bro, and like it kind of encompasses that E and Phay feel, and then there's like a worldly sound to it. I got like an Afro beats record on there with this guy named Jukebox. He's amazing.
Okay.
And this Tanzanian guy I got on one record. It just Mando Hill, he's amazing too. And it's just more of a culmination of, because Muso 3 is basically like, it was all me. I was the only voice you heard on it until the last song, Feed, with Manny Wells. Oh yeah, and then Kalechi was on a record too, but it was at the end, like it was at the very end. This made me want to kind of experiment and with different ingredients or whatever, and, you know, kind of put them all together and just yeah. So it's not really like the bake sale thing is not really like, baking is not really a passion of mine and shit like that. But it was honestly just for the art direction. I was just like, I've never seen somebody's art direction be actual cookies.
I like
you
it.
know what I'm saying?
I like it. And I also like the fact that you're just going to be collaborating with a whole bunch of different people, because, I mean, we don't really get that on Phay Records. I do got to ask, though, where's the song with you and XV?
Bro, I think I got kicked off the song.
Oh.
I didn't hear from him back. I remember, or you know what? Let me hit up XV.
I heard it.
Yeah?
Yeah, when he was out here like 2 Decembers ago, I heard it.
He played it for you?
Yeah.
He said something about reproducing over my part or me re-singing certain. I forgot what happened, bro, but I gotta hit him up. It's probably one of those records that's gonna come out and it just didn't hit the album yet. But yeah, XV he just liked one of my Instagram posts the other day.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was cool, man, because he was one of my favorite rappers growing up. So to know that you guys worked together was kind of mind-blowing to me, bro.
Bro, he just hit me up randomly and was just like, yo, no, I didn't even read the little thing. I thought it was just because it was just a request on the DMs. He was just like, yo, No Temptations is my shit. That's when it first came out. I was like, thanks, man. And I kind of just kept it moving. And then I went back and I was like, is this XV from 2K? Awesome, XV? And then I just hit him back. I was like, yo, this shit crazy, man. And then we chopped it up and he was just talking about like, you know, he really shed a lot of light on just, you know, certain situations and stuff. And we talked about his situation, like how he got to where he is now, and just a real good guy all around, bro.
Hell yeah, man. It's good. It's good to see all of you guys work together. I mean, you always working with Kalechi,
That's my
Wells. That's
engineer.
my guy too.
I have to work with Kalechi. That's my engineer.
Yeah. I don't think I asked you, but like, whatever happened to because I know Kalechi was doing his standard thing, and you're obviously doing Mama. Like, you guys had to branch off, huh?
Yeah. So we created standard together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then when I came back, I kind of realized that, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you got two people, like I felt like we're like two heavyweights on the same label and stuff. And, you know, Kalechi's brother is his manager and stuff like that. And in order to preserve, because my friendship to Kalechi means more than any of this shit, to be honest with you, any of the music stuff. So we kind of made the mutual decision to preserve our friendship and our brotherhood and still do music together. And I came to him with the idea of Mama, and he was 100% behind it. Like, there was no bad blood whatsoever. And he is so invested in all the shit that I do. Like, he's just like, yo, it'd be cool if, you know what I'm saying? Especially with engineering, like, but even with this whole bake sale, like, idea and this theme, like, he's just like, yo, this is genius. Like, he's just, you could tell he's so invested, and it's vice versa, man. Like, I've been going back and forth with him with his themes for his next album, and it's coming.
Shit. Sounds like I gotta talk to him next.
Yeah, you really do, man. You really do, because he lived a lot of life these last like 6-7 months, man. But yeah, the theme for his album is awesome, man. So he's like, yo, you made me want to refine the theme and stuff, and I was just like, yo, that's tight. So we definitely do inspire each other. But I believe he's still standard because that's how it started. Mm-hmm. But I think he's more pushing himself now as Kalechi.
Got you.
He's pushing Kalechi as a brand, and then of course my brand is Mama and Phay. So yeah, man.
You know, as like your own label owner for Mama, are you thinking about signing anybody under you?
Bro, I tried it. I tried to do it with a few people. Like, I tried to do it with Eric, but Eric is worth a lot. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I see Eric is worth millions to me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'd be doing him a disservice if I would just, you know, put him on my team on Mama and just, you know, gave him a couple $100 here and there for every beat he makes. Like, he's worth more than that to me. When I do get to the point where I can pay him what he's worth, I definitely want to get Eric on board. I try to get this guy Milu on board. You probably heard him on.
I've seen that name around. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Ooh La La.
Okay. Yeah. That's why.
Yeah, Ooh La La. He was on Down. Yeah.
Okay.
He's this really talented young Egyptian kid out here, and he has like a really like cool, like kind of like that mellow, that what like, you know, that Nav. What kind of rap would you say that emo?
Got you. Kind of like borderline emo, but not fully there.
Lo-fi emo trap type melody stuff, and I really liked what he was doing. And I tried to put his project, like I executive produced his project, so I paid for everything to get like mix and master, and I sat in and you know, made all the adjustments and stuff with mixing, and I got his art direction there, and then put it on Mama, and but then it got to a point, and this is not to badmouth him at all, that's still my brother too, but he would just hit me up like pretty frequently, like, hey man, where's the money at? I was like, the album just came out, man, it has 500 streams. And hit me up, yo, where's the money at? Like, yo, the album came out, got 1,500 streams, and that's not a knock to him, bro, because it's trial and error. You got to see this shit, because like 7 million streams to the consumer might be like, oh, that's so much, this dude's making millions, but it's like 30-40 grand, I guess, in revenue on Spotify. Like, it's good. But when you're talking about these artists who are getting 5,000 and 10,000 streams on Spotify, it's almost insulting to see a Spotify check. You understand me? Like,
yeah, I get you, because it's like, I mean,
it's gonna be like $9.28 hitting your account every month, bro.
Yeah. So then you're seeing somebody drop a song, make like just 1 million streams in a day by itself.
But in a day, man, there's people. So I got 7 million cumulative streams. I've been at this for 3.5 years. Gunna or Lil Baby or Thug could release tomorrow and have 8 million streams on one song by next week.
They
And
basically made your whole
that trumps my whole catalog, dog, in a week for one song. So he's kind of looking at me like, you know, again, he's young. He's kind of looking at me like, what's up, man? And it's just like, I don't want to hand this kid $4.82.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear
like I don't want to do that to him. So, and then he just like, and then he started looking at me, and he didn't ask, but it's kind of like, so why are you making money off streams?
It's like, just look at the numbers. But again, even he's looking at you, but then you're looking at like somebody else.
There's levels to this shit,
there's
man.
Levels, man. There's levels.
He's looking at me like I'm taking his money, dog, and I hate to be. I don't know. It makes me feel so bad to be in that situation. So his brother-in-law called me, and he's kind of like in music too, and he's like, "Yo, so what's the issue, man?" And I'm just like, "There's really no issue, man. Honestly, bro, let's cut our losses, man. I'm gonna take this off of Mama. It was a good run, you know what I'm saying? I think it was on there for like 2 months. I was like, I wish you guys the best. I'm gonna get you guys your own separate account with Empire, and because I have a good relationship with the, you know, Nima and Ari at Empire, I was able to get him his own Empire account, and it all worked out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Well, I guess that being said, we gotta wait till you make millions and millions of dollars, and then you sign Eric Young, and then whoever else you want.
It won't be millions, but you know, enough to put him on payroll, man. Yeah. Enough for him for music to be his full-time thing. You know what I'm saying? If I could pay somebody 50 to 70 grand just to stay in the studio and make music, you know, and they're staying out of trouble and they're taking care of their family, I would feel good about that, bro.
There you go.
But I can't do that for, and Eric is the only guy who I look at like, yo, like this guy's imperative to my sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I love Eric as a person too. And of course Kelechi, but Kelechi is more like a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's 16 years of friendship. There's really no money is ever exchanged between us two, unless we want to.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Unless we want to. It's like, hey, yo, let me get a couple hoodies off you and throw them like 80. You know what I'm saying? Just to show them that we support each other. We know that, but we've never been in a contractual money type situation. I don't believe that brothers should do shit like that.
Yeah. And also thank you for also saying that you flat out buy his merchandise. You know what I mean?
Of course, bro.
You know what I mean? Because it's like it's difficult when you got like homies coming up, and then it's like, oh, buy this, buy that. Like, oh, where's the discount, bro?
Matter of fact, send me a link to your merchandise, bro, because I need that shirt.
I got you, man. I got you.
You got merch on hand?
Yeah, I got a couple shirts, man. Let me know your size.
Yeah, but you gotta let me pay for them full price.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah. By the way, I made Kelechi's merch. And I paid for his merch. It don't get realer than that, bro.
Hey, salute to y'all, man.
I made Kelechi's tour merch, and I paid for that shit, bro. And I promise you, if I wouldn't be saying this on live if it wasn't the truth. He could vouch. He could attest to that.
I gotta talk to him after this shit.
He a hoe for charging me though.
Right. Yo, last question I gotta ask you, man. When do you think you're dropping Bake Sale?
So after Ramadan, this is the 8th day. I think we got about 21 more days, 3 weeks. After this, I'm gonna go super hard with like finish. It's all recorded, 100% recorded. It just needs to be fine-tuned with the mixes and mastering. I would say fall 2020, bro. Fall this year. All right. Hopefully the Rona's gone.
Shit, better be, bro.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna be dropping singles though, as I always do. It might not be a single a week like I usually do, but it might be like a couple records have like a summer feel to it, and depending on if we could like go outside during the summer, I want to drop a few records off the album just so people get a feel for it, get a feel for the artwork.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Get the cookies. I don't know if the thing is, I want to say these cookies are so good, bro. You gotta taste them. The thing is, I don't know if people are gonna trust me to send out cookies, man, because of the whole COVID shit.
Well, I mean, if there's a music video I saw where somebody was basically like desanitizing a box, and then he had a drone fly out to people's apartments and shit, delivering cookies.
How the fuck do you want me to do that, Nico?
I'm just saying, bro. There's a way, bro. You're doing DoorDash. You know,
I
come on,
DoorDash the
man.
cookies, man. This is flying a drone. First off, I gotta buy a drone. I gotta learn how to fly it. What about the people in different states, bro? Like, I mean, I'm gonna work out the logistics, but I really do want to make this like one of those things, man, where I honestly want to make the cookies free.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know that you listened or you post or something, I'm just gonna hit people up and be like, yo, let me get, you know what I'm saying? Let me get your address. I want to send you a little, you know, a gift box or whatever.
Oh, so the cookies is the only thing we ain't paying for, or we not paying for the cookies.
You guys aren't paying for the cookie.
We paying for the merch. We ain't paying for the cookies.
Oh hell, yo, the merch is gonna be great. Yo, whenever the factories open up, I sold out of merch, bro, during the whole COVID shit, and now like nobody's open, so like that's it. I can't get more merch until this shit's, you know, back to normal.
Hey man, well let's get you to 8 million streams. It'll last you a couple more months, bro.
Oh my god, bro, make it happen, bro. I want to send you some joints off the project, man, just so you could get like understanding.
Oh, please do, bro. Well, shit. I think this is a perfect time to sign off, man. Thank you, Phay, the lunch table. Yeah, man. Bake sale, fall 2020.
Yeah, bro. Get ready, man.
We out.
I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come out there to see you too when this shit's over.
Oh, please do, bro, because I'm just chilling.
Yeah, we know you are.
Later, bro.
All right, man.